flying drones can deliver packages are also here. Many of you may not realize that airplanes are essentially flying computers that can fly themselves. They only have human pilots until the government deems them not necessary. So let's quickly skim through some articles about self-driving trucks to give you an idea. Let's start with an article that is very friendly towards independent trucking businesses like yours out there, or those of your friends and family. The American Truck Business Services website, that's huge on independent truckers out there. This article called Self-Driving Trucks Are Truck Drivers Out of a Job is very interesting. It was originally written back in 2018, but updated in July 2021. It does an honest job in outlining all of the advances in self-driving trucks from Daimler, Waymo, Tesla, and others. Towards the end, I think they were a little too optimistic about the threat to trucking jobs, as we'll see in a bit. Here's how it ended. Quote, "Think of the job of a truck driver slowly looking more and more similar to the job of an airplane pilot. The truck will be able to drive on its own, but the population will feel a lot safer knowing somebody is behind the wheel just in case." If you are a truck driver worried about your job being lost to an autonomous truck, we hope this update puts your mind at ease a little bit and makes you at least a little bit excited about the future of the trucking industry. Truck drivers will continue to be extremely important in the industry, even if there are self-driving trucks in or on the freeways, unquote. I certainly understand where the author is coming from, and public safety is going to be a factor. But make no mistake, the big companies of this world love money. You hear me say that all the time in my videos. They love money, and they especially love saving money. To many of them, public safety is just a cost of doing business, not a moral and ethics kind of thing. Sure, they'll put a human trucker on these drone trucks mostly to satisfy politicians, but you don't want your business to be based on too much on how politicians vote. No. Let's look at some other articles real quick. Here's an article this year from a well-respected engineering organization that I've been a member of in the past. Quote, "This year, autonomous trucks will take to the road with no one on board. The startup company Too Simple is deploying tractor trailers that drive themselves from pickup to delivery," unquote. Did you hear that? Now check out this article from 6 years ago, all the way back in 2015. Quote, "Freightliner unveils first autonomous semi-truck licensed to drive itself on highways. The Inspiration truck can legally drive itself on public highways without the driver having to pay any attention at all," unquote. That was 2015. Here's another one from 2019. Quote, "One driver steers 2 trucks with Peloton's autonomous follow system. The technology is currently being tested on closed tracks," the company says, unquote. This article goes on to say the guy who founded Peloton got $80 million in investments in this trucking technology all the way back in 2013. Here's another article from this year. Quote, "What will self-driving trucks mean for truck drivers?" Unquote. This quote from the article sums up how big companies are thinking right now. Quote, "According to data from Acumen Research and Consulting, the semi and fully autonomous truck market is expected to reach approximately $88 billion by 2027. The technology has the potential to revolutionize the $700 billion a year trucking industry that touches every corner of the global economy, creating new business opportunities and saving companies millions. It's a huge opportunity, The biggest impact autonomous trucks will have is cost savings and efficiency, says a professor of supply chain practice at Syracuse University. It keeps going. The nice thing about autonomous trucks is that they'll be able to operate 24 hours a day and drive a consistent mileage rate, making trucks safer and more fuel efficient. It continues. Freight will arrive at a destination faster. A human truck driver usually takes 5 days to go from New York to Los Angeles. It'll take an autonomous truck only 48 hours. Unquote. Pay attention, people. This is a warning. From Forbes magazine in April 2021, quote, "The autonomous truck revolution is right around the corner. Too Simple, a provider of autonomous freight semi-truck solutions, has said their technology will be operational by 2024. Startups have been known to make extravagant claims, but Too Simple has gone public, is now being covered by the equity research firms, and over 5,700 vehicles have been reserved by sophisticated shippers or carriers in just the first 4 months. Too Simple's timeline is looking more and more realistic." Folks, pay attention, pay attention. Quote, "Currently, 24 states allow level 4 autonomous semi-truck commercial deployment. If no tragic accidents occur that result in negative publicity, the year 2024 will be the start of the autonomous driving race to replace human drivers. The autonomous trucking revolution is going to happen, and it is going to happen sooner rather than later." Unquote. Pay attention. From June of 2021 comes this Business Insider article. Quote, "Amazon is reportedly buying 1,000 autonomous truck driving systems, which could pave the way for one day ditching drivers." That's you. Unquote. Amazon is working with an artificial intelligence company called Plus. Later in the article, it says, quote, "Plus CEO David Liu told insiders Mark Matusek the company hopes to sell a product that does not require a driver by the end of 2024. In a related article from the same source, this same CEO of Plus was even more bold, with big investments and partnerships to back it up. Quote, "We believe we don't have to wait another 4 years, 5 years to start utilizing the technology to benefit the industry." Unquote. Self-driving trucks are here, people, awaiting the green light from more governments. The U.S. government, in particular, the U.S. postal system, is right behind Amazon. UPS, FedEx, Walmart, Target, major food processing companies, etc., are all looking at using such technology as well. Transportation companies who haul hazardous chemicals and all that stuff, they may be the last group to adopt self-driving trucks due to the dangerous cargo. I'm saying all of this to warn my brothers and sisters not to be too comfortable with how you do trucking today. It is changing. And it is changing fast. Don't be caught slipping. Here's a golden opportunity for our people to get a good head start on the coming shift in trucking. Start planning other ways to make a hustle in this business. Ever heard the expression, "don't have all your eggs in one basket"? This is true for any business you run, including trucking. If you were to hire me as your technology consultant, I would recommend diversifying your company beyond just human trucking. So look at adding a computerized logistics service to your service offering, combined with supply chain management and other stuff related to that, servicing the technology. Servicing self-driving trucks will be needed. Flying drones will need to be serviced as well and programmed. As these self-driving and flying devices move stuff from point A to point B, they will need to be guided by a cloud-based technology called Internet of Things, IoT.